Greetings and salutations, Paula Patio here, and I just wanted to bring up a couple of things pretty quickly. I had a conversation with somebody online, and this is supposedly a Christian who claims that, Lord might come back in 100 years or 1,000 years. I don't think so. And let me share something with you. Jesus said there will be wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, pestilence, plagues, famines, and all of these things, and the end is not yet. These would be the beginning of sorrows. In other words, we're going to see an increase of these various signs of the times and with more intensity. And it's very interesting to note how the scale, severity, and frequency of all these things have increased in the recent years. Now check this out. There's a Bible verse, 2 Timothy 3, verse 1 through 5. And it says this know also. I'm not too crazy about New King James. Hold on. Here we go. Something I can understand. This is the New International Version, and in 2 Timothy 3, verse 1, it says, but mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. Hello, last days. Keyword, last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of ungodliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people. Let me give you a couple of examples. Let's talk about Antifa, or Black Lives Matter, or people who disrespect law enforcement. How about people who do terrible things to animals? How about kids who blow their parents away? I'm just scratching the surface. And you can't tell me that this happened in the 60s and the 50s and the 30s and the 40s. Please. You're kidding yourself, okay? I've never, in my whole entire life, have seen people behave in such a manner, ever. So here it is, 2018, and many people are wondering if the end of the world is here and near. As a matter of fact, I don't think that there has been such a widespread interest on this topic like it is today. And who's to blame people for wondering, especially when you see what's happening around our world? The signs of the end are obvious, okay? There's war, there's famine, there's natural disasters, there's an incredible and rapid increase in knowledge. Hello! There's poisoning of the air and water. Birds of the air and fish in the sea are dying in huge numbers. So let me share something with you. Whitefly. Some of you know what whitefly is, some of you don't, but whitefly appeared in South Florida, or maybe all of Florida, I don't know, 2010. Tree canker. Tree canker showed up in 2000. Mad cow disease, well, it was discovered in the mid-1980s, and guess what? Now it's in Florida. Yippee! Red tide. Red tide was first discovered many years ago by the early settlers, okay? However, it's becoming more and more frequent, particularly here in Florida. Then we have the red tide global thing. Bird flu. Yep, that appeared in 1997. Then we have the first case of HIV. That was actually 1960, but the doctors really took notice in 1981. And then let's talk about earthquakes in diverse places. Well, I'm going to send you to a page. Click on the link and you're going to see this, okay? We have recently experienced a period that has had one of the highest rates of great earthquakes ever recorded. And this was the lead study author. The guy's name is Tom Parsons. He's the research geoscientist or whatever it is over at the U.S. Geological Survey in Milano Park, California. In larger earthquakes, they've risen by over 450% since the 1900s. The average rate of a big earthquake, those larger than 7, well, they're up by 10 per year since 1979. That's what the study reports. The rate rose to 12.5 per year starting in 1992. And then it jumped up to 16.7 per year starting in 2010. A 65% increase compared to the rate since 1979. This increase accelerated in the first 3 months of 2014 to more than double the average since 1979, the research report states. P.S. Earthquakes? That's the fuse that ignites volcanoes, which have also increased worldwide. Let's talk about people briefly. The younger generation, I call them the entitled generation. They think they're entitled. They're entitled to a new car once they get their driver's license. They're entitled to treat their teachers with disrespect. They're entitled to hit people or call them names or probably something worse. They're entitled to hit their teachers. This is the new generation. Whose fault is that? Is it the parents? I think so, but that's just my opinion. As a matter of fact, I lied. It's not an opinion, that's a fact. Sad but true, as a result of reality TV, everybody wants to live grandiose lives of leisure and get paid big bucks or have everything presented to them because they feel entitled. Go figure. Look, I'm not a minister, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a Bible teacher. I'm just a person who builds websites for small businesses and individuals, blogs, small stuff, and I manage the family business. That's it. That's all I am. I've been watching our world change rapidly, and matter of fact, it's changing more rapidly than have been seeing for the past 10, 15 years. This is amazing, and we are the generation. You need to get your act together. I really don't want you to be left behind. I want you up in heaven with me, because if you are left behind, let me tell you, you will be having a heck of a time. It's not going to be easy. They're going to come after you, but I won't be here. You'll be here by yourself. Why? Because you didn't accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. And be sure to check out those links for yourself. So, I'm Paula Patio. Keep Jesus in your heart. He's coming back soon. Have a great day.